Just to give you a little bit offbeat news alert, thank you for joining my podcast. This is Ray Martinez. A lot of people aren't aware, but there's a House Bill 1134. It is a bill that talks about how customers can be issued plasticware in restaurants or fast foods. For example, you might not be able to hand them out unless you ask for them. Another sign of a nanny state. So they're going to control what plastics you can receive from restaurants or fast foods. There's probably much more detail that I'm able to give you now in this short podcast. But the truckers in Canada's protest has really caught world news. And of course, they're protesting the vaccine mandates. This movement sounds like it's going to occur in the United States as well. And there's truckers that might be traveling to D.C. to do the same type of protest. That's going to be an amazing story with what's going on with the truckers, because in Canada, they've already said they've raised enough funds so they can camp out there anywhere between 1 to 2 years. That's absolutely amazing. I've spoken to several families, and they've said they're done with COVID, and they're refusing to wear a mask or do anything to comply. I think people are just got burnout, whether they believe in what's going on or not. I think it's just plain burnout. Keep in mind the caucuses are coming out. I know the GOP caucus is coming up on March 1st. Find out what your precinct number is and know where they are meeting. It's a great opportunity to become a county delegate and get elected to the county assembly and the state assembly. That's an important mission. Now, here's another important piece of information. You can go to the website and see this. It's called page2.completecolorado.com, and it's the Colorado State Board of Education. They've agreed to extend the deadline for public comments on a highly controversial recommended revision, which includes teaching guidelines that align with critical race theory. A lot of controversy on that point. So the state social studies standards very well may be changed, which is also supposedly going to exclude some historical facts about Abraham Lincoln and other people. Although most Colorado districts have denied teaching CRT, they are able to incorporate the principles embedded in CRT because it is not a curriculum, but rather a theory on how to teach. As public awareness and controversy surrounding CRT is growing, it is really now commonly referred to in many districts and by those in favor of its social and emotional learning. It's a school of thought that believes racism is institutionalized and embedded in the American history, and that history should be viewed primarily through the lens of racial oppression. One example of how CRT is embedded in curriculum is in the Anti-Defamation League created program, No Place for Hate. While it is responsibility of local school boards in Colorado to choose the curriculum and textbooks, it is the State Board of Education that sets the academic standards. All public schools in the state, including charter schools, must meet or exceed those standards. That's an excerpt that I'm getting right off the website. Let's talk about the U.S. Senate race. There was a debate on January 25th, 2021. So just last week. They did a straw vote to see how well everyone did. And when you just sit in the audience and look, you could see that Gino Campana was really weighing in heavily and was standing out from the rest of them. So the straw votes came in. Here's what it turned out to be. Out of 157 votes that were cast, there was a couple hundred people there. Gino got 47.7% of the votes. Ron Hanks got 15%. Eli Bremer got 15%. Deborah Flora got 10%. Peter Yu got 9.5%. And Greg Moore got 0.6%. I think there's quite a separation. You judge for yourself. I encourage you to go to the debates or listen to this particular debate on YouTube. You can search it easy enough and tell me what you think. Stay tuned for future podcasts with Conversations with Ray Martinez.